Storytime 10. The whispering, the drama, and the triangle from hell. So now we're back. And listen, everybody was shocked because he didn't go anywhere. Ray was still around. And once we got back home, we started hanging out even more. And that's when people really started noticing. Nobody knew he liked me. Nobody knew I liked him. But now, for some reason, everybody suddenly started paying attention. The whispering started. The drama started. The rumors spread. It got back to my kids. It got around the whole neighborhood. It was everywhere. Somebody even claimed they saw me and him going into the house late at night. And you know, folks, they talk too much, too fast, and too loud. Next thing I know, Sandra is calling me every day, cussing me out, going off, arguing with me nonstop. And I'm arguing back because I don't back down, and I don't tolerate disrespect. She called me ugly, stupid, slow, retarded, just anything she could think of to try to hurt me. And I'm sitting there like, after everything I've done for you and your family over the years, this is how you talk to me. And she said, oh, because you did all that, you think you can steal my man? I was trying to stay calm, but she was talking about my pictures on Facebook, laughing, saying he always chooses ugly girls. And I'm thinking, okay, Miss Thing, go ahead. Then my son came over with my granddaughter because she stays with me on the weekends. She ran right into Ray and she started crying for him. Grandpa, Grandpa. My son got very jealous. He said, I don't play that around my daughter. Y'all confusing her. I don't like this bullshit. He was ready to go off. We tried to sneak upstairs to my suite and ran right into them. My son was furious. And then my son, my kids, and Ray ended up arguing in a group chat. They were calling me names, calling him names, threatening each other. My son told me I ain't nothing, that I had a new family now, that I was choosing a man over my kids. It was just drama from every direction. One night we came in late, and my son must have heard us. He jumped up, ran straight to Ray, and beat him up. I was screaming for him to stop, and Ray took off running. I'm not lying, running. I was shocked. I'm like, where you going? He said, I didn't want to fight your son. I don't want to hurt him. I love you. I'm just staying away. I can't be in this drama. And I understood. So we left. We went to a hotel. He was upset. I was upset. He said he wasn't fighting nobody's grown kids. Meanwhile, my kids are blowing up my phone, threatening him. He's blowing up mine, saying he ain't scared. Back and forth, constant chaos. He said he was going back to California because he couldn't deal with it. I told him I didn't want him leaving, and we got close again at the hotel. He said he'd try to stick it out, but the drama was too much. Then one day we got into a small argument, and he looked right at me and said, I'll disappear on your ass. And that's exactly what he did. I couldn't reach him. I kept calling, no answer. Then in the middle of the night, he randomly calls. Right after that, Dennis calls asking if he can come take a shower. I don't know where either of them came from, but Dennis came over to shower, and as soon as I told Ray that, he got pissed and disappeared for 2 more days. Then Ray and the girls, started calling me, accusing me of messing around. I explained nothing happened. Ray came over later saying he was just overwhelmed by the drama with my kids, my ex, and everything going on. He said his feelings were overpowering everything and he wanted to try again. So we got back together. And even though things were good, they didn't stay good. One day a woman called his phone. He showed me the texts. I said, who is she? He said, my ex. But the story didn't make sense. He kept saying, I don't want to talk about it. We argued. He said, oh, you getting smart? This probably not going to work. He dropped me off and left. Meanwhile, he had changed his number without telling me. I didn't realize I was calling the wrong number, leaving voicemail after voicemail, going off, thinking it was him. Then a man called me back saying, ma'am, you're calling the wrong phone. Me and my wife almost argued over these messages. I was mortified. Eventually, Ray calls me talking about, hey, baby, I'm in California. Bad signal. Talking like nothing happened. I said, you just left. No goodbye, no call. He said, signal was bad. It wasn't adding up. Then Sandra calls me talking about, Girl, he ain't in no California. He was at my house all weekend. We slept together. He not yours. She was cussing, laughing, saying he told her he didn't want her because of another girl, and that girl was cussing her out too. Now I'm confused, angry, embarrassed. She said he threatened to shoot my son. That's when I snapped. That's when I said I needed answers. I was ready to go to his mom's house, to find him, to get to the bottom of everything. I left him voicemails telling him not to threaten my child. Then he finally called wanting to meet. When I saw him, he looked rough, dirty, like life had been lifing him. He said he was fixing pipes for someone, and that's why he looked like that. His boy was in another car, saying they had a job to do, and Ray said, forget it, he was leaving with me. We went back to my house. I bought him clothes because he said he left everything in California. That didn't make sense either, but I wanted to believe him. I fell asleep that night, knocked out. He sat in a chair watching TV. Then my phone rang. He looked at me strange, like he wanted to answer it himself. I picked it up. It was the girl. She said her friend's daughter said Ray left her house and disappeared, and she started cussing me out when I said he was with me. He put the phone on speaker. They were screaming, saying cops were coming, saying he had warrants. He grabbed all his stuff and ran. Then he told me the truth, or his version. He had aggravated assault cases. He beat 2 people up after catching them cheating. He had a drug charge from helping a friend. It was too much. But I told him, if you get locked up, I can help you. I can bail you out, get you a lawyer. He looked at me like I was the answer to his prayers. And of course, once he heard that, he stayed. The girls were blowing up my phone. Sandra wasn't on the phone, so I told the other girl, he's my man. You ain't getting him back. And she ran back to Sandra, who called me immediately. You slimy bitch, you playing in my face. And I didn't care. All I kept saying in my head was, my man, my man, my man. I ignored every red flag, every lie, every sign, because he made me feel good, and I wanted him. I had the money, the looks, the stability. I thought I could win. Stupid. That's what I was. Yes, he treated me better than anyone had in years. Yes, the connection felt strong. But when someone is juggling women, running from the law, and causing chaos, it always ends badly. This was the beginning of karma, the beginning of consequences, and the beginning of a story that gets even deeper. So stay tuned, because I've got a lot more to tell.